Hi, folks and friends on YouTube. Thanks for being here. I'm Still Dreaming is my channel, and this video is going to be a Christmas video combination. My Advent wreath and my peanut butter cornflake cookies, and something else that I wanted to share. So anyways, two weeks ago I made a video about my DIY Advent wreath, and I said that I would make a part 2 to show you what the Advent wreath how it turned out, and I never did do the follow-up, so I'm going to quickly just do a follow-up. But I wanted to read something that I had done a little research and took some notes so I can read about the symbolism and share the symbolism and the meaning of the Advent wreath. But before I do that, I'll come back to that real quick. I wanted to show you that this is Dice. He's wanting to get this enchilada. Oh, remember yesterday I went to the Goodwill and I found this cute little chalkboard easel, and I've done this 2 years in a row where I've like the last 2 weeks before Christmas I'm making dinner, but then I'll write on the easels in the morning, so here in the house they know what I'm going to be making for dinner. So I'm going to try and do this every night till Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So see here, I wrote chicken enchilada and refried beans. So this was our dinner. This has been sitting on this plate in the microwave oven for a little while, so that's why it looks kind of cold. But it was good. It was good. So I made an enchilada casserole and some refried beans, and yeah, they get a kick out of it when I write what I'm going to make for dinner on the easel board. So I'm going to put this there. So back to the, this was my DIY Advent wreath. So I'm going to read this real quickly. So I'm going to read about the meaning, and I wrote this, you see, these notes. So the meaning and the symbolism of the Advent wreath. So the wreath is circular, a circular shape, and so that symbolizes God's eternal love and the immortality of the soul. And then the evergreen branches represent the everlasting life with Jesus, and then the green branches symbolize the green branches also symbolize hope and life, and then the pine cones symbolize new life and resurrection because they contain the seeds of a new tree. And then the prickly hollyberry leaves, let's see if I can find, these are faux. The berries and the hollyberry leaves and the hollyberries are they're faux. The pine needles are natural, they're real. And so the berry leaves symbolize the crown of thorns placed on Jesus' head during his trial and his passion and crucifixion. And then the red holly berries symbolize the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. And then the 3 purple candles represent peace, hope, and love. And they remind us that Advent is a time of waiting. And they're lit on the first, the second, and well, the purple candles are lit on the first, the second, and the fourth Sundays of Advent, and the one rose candle, which symbolizes joy, we light that on the third Sunday of Advent. Sorry, my stop. Hey. Okay. Sorry about that interruption. back to, so the rose candle symbolizes joy. So, and these were all virtues that were taught by Jesus. And then the candle, the white candle that's in the center of the wreath, it represents Jesus as the light of the world. And this is the candle that's lit on Christmas Eve day. So, and I used battery operated candles for the purple candles, and then of course this is a real votive pillar candle. And yeah, so I said that I would do a part 2 to show you what my Advent wreath, how it came out. So it came out nice. I like it. This year I put more focus on Advent and the season of Advent. And I put more focus on the wreath than I did the Christmas tree this year. So then I wanted to share this recipe. I made these earlier. These are called peanut butter cornflake cookies, and here's the recipe. A cup of peanut butter, a package, you know, I didn't use a whole package, a whole 12-ounce package of the butterscotch morsels. I used half. A teaspoon of butter, a half a teaspoon, or a tablespoon of butter, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then, so basically you just use the butter, and you melt your peanut butter and your butterscotch, and you add a little splash of vanilla, and you mix it together, and then you pour it over your bowl of cornflakes. And I also put cashews in the mix. And then you can sprinkle, you can put Christmas candy sprinkles on top to give it a more festive. So, yeah, this has a backstory, this recipe that I have, because back in, she died, she ended up getting cancer. This was my friend. She was my friend. Her name was Sally Compton, and she passed away in 1997. So anyway, I do this every Christmas to honor her. This is her handwriting. One Christmas, you know, this years and years ago, she shared this recipe with me and another coworker, and that's her writing up at the top. And she used to I don't know if this is knitting or is it crochet. She knit this red, I think it's like supposed to be a poinsettia, perhaps. And then I put this little charm on it myself. Anyway, so so this is the list of all of the cookies I want to make, which is a little bit far-reaching, I know. I didn't make it to the store to get all the ingredients, but I have a list here of what I need to shop for all these ingredients to make these Christmas cookies. And then this is a list of the people that I want to give cookies to, which that's kind of a long list too. Oh gosh, I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to try to start baking tomorrow. I'm going to go early and get the ingredients, the final ingredients that I need to start baking tomorrow, and then the day after, and probably even the day after that. Like tomorrow's Thursday, Friday, yeah. I'll be baking for probably 3 days. Okay, so I'm going to close the video now, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye, good night.